What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Today I want to show you guys my top 5 most useful Cydia tweaks of November 2014, and it is pretty awesome. The list, you guys are going to love this. So if you don't already have these tweaks, then I don't know. One person actually complained to me that, oh, why do you review all these Cydia tweaks even though I already know about them? I'm sorry, guys, I simply don't know what Cydia tweaks you guys know about, and my channel isn't really there to let you guys know about Cydia tweaks as fast as possible. If you guys want to do that, what you do is you go into Cydia and you refresh. That's all you guys need to do. My channel is here for you guys, so I can review the Cydia tweaks and let you guys know whether they're really good or really bad before you go ahead and either A, purchase them if you're a loyal person, or B, go ahead and get the cracked version. I don't know. That's what my job's for. So let's go ahead and talk about my top 5 now that that's out of the way. Number 1 on our list is, of course, Springtomize 3, probably the most famous Cydia tweak to ever be released, mostly because of the fact that it allows you to mess around with everything in a pretty strategic way. So you can mess around with everything from animations, app slider, control center, your docs, folder, icons, lock screen, notification center, pages, and even status bar. So obviously this is a top 5, so I'm not going to go too in-depth into this tweak, but I'll show you some of the cool things. You can mess with the animation speed once you go ahead and enable it, so if you do make it really fast, obviously it's going to look really choppy, but if you're a really good multitasker, feel free to go ahead and decrease that to like 0. You can of course go ahead and tweak up your control center in every way, shape, or form, messing with maybe from the blur to, of course, whether you want to hide quick launch or hide the brightness slider and all that good stuff. You can also change the color, which is a pretty cool thing in case you don't like the blur effect. Then of course there's the dock where you can go ahead and add icons in case you're on an iPhone 5 or something along those lines. You can also resize it if you don't feel that it's big enough. There is of course the lock screen, and here you can change the slider style to something along the lines of hidden. You can add your own custom text, or you can have it so it says the time. The time feature is pretty nice. You can even change the font of the time. Finally, you can mess with your status bar, so of course you can add a custom carrier logo. Maybe your name is John and you want the carrier to look, say, John, then go do that, I don't care. And finally, there's hide items, so say something's just annoy the heck out of you when they are messing around inside your status bar, for instance, the AirPlay symbol. So of course you can go ahead and enable that, and after a respring, it will go ahead and mess around with all those settings. So I'm not going to respring right now, I'm actually going to disable good old Springtomize, and let's go ahead into the next one. This is known as Slide to Kill Light. It's really useful. You guys might not know how useful it is until you start using it. So what you do is basically you double press and then you swipe down on any of these applications. Say you have 12 applications running and you want to save battery, or you're just done using all those applications. So what you can do is you can swipe down on any of them and it will close all of the applications at once. It's a fairly old tweak, but it's also fairly famous, so feel free to go ahead and get it as you wish. Number 3 on our list is right above Slide to Kill Light, and if you guys take a look, it's that cool little knob that has pull to respring written on it. So what this allows you to do is jump into the settings and say a tweak goes haywire, or you just need to respring to stabilize some things out. Then of course you go ahead and you do this. You swipe down from here. I just disabled it so it doesn't look right, but a little spinning logo should appear right there, and after you go ahead and just let go, it's going to go ahead and respring. If I were to go ahead and let go, this video would stop and go ahead and respring my device. Sometimes it's useful, but I found it useful quite a few times, so feel free to go ahead and get pull to respring in case you're interested. Number 4 on our list is just a tad bit more interesting, and it's this tweak that works behind the scenes. It's known as Pref Delete. So let's take a step backwards. Back in the day, what would you have to do if you wanted to go ahead and uninstall a Cydia tweak that you just don't find as useful as you thought you might have? Well, you'd have to go into Cydia, you'd have to find the Cydia tweak, and then you'd have to go ahead and uninstall it, wait for your device to respring, and all that good stuff. Now, with Pref Delete, all you gotta do is say you don't like the Cydia tweak full force because it's completely useless to you and you accidentally downloaded it. Well, you go ahead and you hold it down, and afterwards you simply click uninstall, and it uninstalls it directly from Cydia. It will then ask you to respring your device, and you can either go ahead and uninstall it and respring, or you can click no in case you did it by accident. I found this the most useful out of all the tweaks combined, and I'm guessing you guys are gonna too, since it saves so much time. Who wants to wait for good old Cydia to load? The final Cydia tweak on our list is kind of interesting. It's known as Night Mode 8. I can't really load this, it's kind of weird, but I'm going to give you guys the basic gist of it. Throughout the entire video, you guys have probably been wondering what is going on. Why is his settings black and everything else seems so darkened? Well, that's because of this cool little tweak. The tweak settings aren't too in-depth, so I'm not going to go in-depth because this is a short little review, but Night Mode 8 basically gives everything a cool little black tint, and it brings the black keyboard everywhere, which is a cool little setting. So normally you'd get the black keyboard right here, but now you'll get it inside a good old iMessage. So as you can see, iMessage is also black, and everything is just really awesome. Say for instance I were to go ahead and jump into Notes, that would also be black. So basically it takes all the stock applications and gives it a nice dark tint. When might this be useful? A, you just really like the look like I do and decided to keep it, or B, you really need a darker interface because you're trying to use your tablet or your phone or something, maybe, I don't know, in bed, or maybe you're on an airplane. I have no clue. So trust me, this can come in handy if you go ahead and do it. There's Eclipse too, but I found myself not liking the look that it gives to the iPad, so I went ahead and added Night Mode 8 to the review list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to share this video with others. I'm sure plenty of people would find some use out of some of these Cydia tweaks. And if you guys truly enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like. Let's see if I can get this video to a solid 40 likes. If that happens, I will literally throw a party. Thank you for watching. This is going to be me logging off.